Welcome back. We're good on the sound too. Switched back. Uh, anyways, switched back in the middle of the break. I don't know if the timing there helped. Still haven't
This is where I did my scan.
pinned down
And
when it does that
all
thing.
the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
Okay. Kath did her own scan first. Error code. Unable to connect to mainframe. Please reset router in the sub-level vault. Perfect. Thank you for the break time.
Strasky,
Gonna
come
go a
in.
couple
I
hours
need help
here.
in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool. What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please. I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Yeah, so back to the concept behind this. You know, what we know of it, or I think we've seen of it. The idea that it's like it goes beyond some leap of faith. When the whole idea of continuity, if you get scanned and then there's copies, all right, I'm with you. And then you erase one so that there's continuity from the moment you were scanned and in a body to the... Okay, but what happens to the rest of you in your body after you were scanned has no fucking bearing on what's in the ARC. None. Like that's the... You're making a... I guess it's a philosophical argument. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean anything. What? It just seems like such bullshit to me. That what? Like, these are fucking scientists.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
That continuity it's not even an illusion, because there's no you going from A to B after the scan. It says A becomes A and B, and then A destroys A. It doesn't affect B. It really bothers me that all these scientists went in for this shit. The Nanami composition. Breast, Nakajima neurograph, continuous time 21 milliseconds, captured March 12th. Subject, Nanami. Birth, December 11th, 1997. Death, July 17th, 2021. Legacy scans with the option to erase data. Well, before I go hitting any erase data button, are these personalities in a machine here in some sort of a simulation? Like not an ARC, not the ARC, and not a machine body, but just like my Omni tool has Kath in it. Is this some early, they're sitting in the computer here? Or case files. 1984 to 2069. Quick, if we leave the terminal, while it took a moment to load, so I want to look around after system failure. After loading one of those, does it affect anything else? What's loaded? Can we chat with the people in there somehow? Just thinking out loud. Munchie and Jarrett. Munchie. From the very beginning, that was our doctor's name.
David Munchie. How did this... What is this?
Garrett.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munchie's templates. A legacy scan.
So we were scanned. Death June 1st, 2015. That lines up. The beginning of the game, doesn't it? It was 2015. Hello. Post scan, May 2nd. Roadmap, May 20th. Last recording, June 1st. Scan. So hold on. The last recording in our death was June 1st. We were scanned prior to that. Now, as I complain about continuity, the concept of continuity, and all these people killing themselves after scanning themselves, how the personalities might diverge, maybe this is going to... Maybe there'll be some layers to that that make it at least more palatable or interesting. As we were scanned May or sooner. We didn't die until June. I don't know. Food for thought for now. We'll see where that goes.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
Can't wait to get back to... He said to the living, right? Not to living, but to the living. So if his death was recorded as June 1st, what's this? Getting back to the living. Early May. I want to hear that
Okay,
again.
that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief.
We went in to get
Still figuring
scanned.
this out, so...
We woke up
It's
here,
freaky.
but
So
apparently we
many
came out of
lights.
it.
What do we do now?
Something.
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
And there's some weird localization errors in the text in this game, but that was voice recorded. That wasn't one. The living. Figure of speech or more literal? Was he already dead and somehow aware of it at that time? Were we dead? And I think that's a typo. But it can't be a typo if they voice... I don't know, the voice actor read it out. But we'll let it go for now. Maybe it was a typo in the script and the voice actor read it out.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
I'll play it again.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed.
Just for fun, you want to hear that again? Dragon, I'm pretty sure. Listen carefully at the end. There's a the in there.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
Can't wait to get back to the living. Can't wait to get back to the living. Definitely a the in there.
The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. It's made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
So, the brain bleed was lethal and real, and they were hoping to find some way to deal with it. I still don't know how literal all that was, but we died because of the complications from the crash much earlier. They were hoping to save us, but they couldn't. We gave them, I don't think we signed any paperwork, but we kind of gave them the okay to use the brain scans for their research, and here we are. So, tying that in a little bit, not so much to the continuity idea, but just to the idea that the scans were so complete, and the transfer to a synthetic body or a simulated world was so fundamentally successful that here we are at first not knowing. We saw hands. We didn't even know that we were a machine. You know, it's all, we really believed it. We're here. It's us. We're conscious. We're alive. Are we? We think we're alive. You have that quiz. How do you feel? Your new body, new environment. Even though we're not in the Ark, there was that quiz. So are we in the Ark? We go around in circles. I didn't mean to drift. But,
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction.
Inception?
Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along. Waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
So the us that woke up in this body or simulation, or both or whatever, did not have any of the memories of the time that transpired from the brain scan to the death. Adding perhaps to the confusion, there had been discussions prior to the scan of you're going into a machine, you're going to wake up somewhere else, don't be too freaked out, and maybe we wouldn't have been too freaked out. But anyways, we were scanned. The us that woke up here had only a memory of going in for the scan. But, I don't want to drift more. Lots of food for thought.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
Shooting. Unable to connect to mainframe. Router. Sub-basement. Implement differently?
This is where I would store the ARC scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
Shuffle some things around. To what end? Oh, that one's shiny.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Okay. We have a good terminal somewhere to work on it? Don't even know where we plugged her in. And there's also the option to erase data in there. I didn't push any of the buttons. Hesitate to just mash buttons. Lights. Where did we plug in? I just don't remember. Was it one of these rooms?
Simon, the last report filed by the staff mentioned struggling with something called a proxy. The proxy we killed was blind, just like Akers, but it listens. Careful, we spotted 2 more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. It seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what to look out for.
I'll keep my eyes open.
So we've already been down this hall, and we had already plugged in the Omni tool at some point before this. I heard some gnarly noises down there. Oh, can't go that way, it's blocked off. Turn the lights back on there. Back further.
The legacy scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines, thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Kept them sentient for the Ark on purpose. But that ain't what's happening. What's up, Rex?
The laboratory terminals have lost contact with the mainframe. We need to reset the router downstairs.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
And we can't do this. I got the chip, but gotta do that first. Okay, go into a creepy basement to reset a breaker. Where have I heard this one before? I don't know, Rex. We doing all right? hyped for Spiro. Could use a dragon in here right now. I feel a lot safer if I had a dragon with me. Just the dragon were trying to kill me. Go one at a time here. Oh, but there be monsters. And occasionally, surveillance camera? Uh-oh, I think we have a stalker in here. Maybe those are the things called proxies. I don't know. They don't look very human to me. I didn't think we were in the basement. I don't know. I thought maybe we'd find the way to the basement. So, okay, wrong room. Close. We'll try the red one. Okay. Oh. He's dead, Jim. Suddenly this is Silent Hill. Hey, Bob. Wait, you didn't see us? Did you see that thing? It's coming back. Shit. But we need to leave this room, I assume. There was nothing here that I found. other server and kite out the side. Spam the chat. Shit, spooky, yo. Yeah, and I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Where did we originally come from? Up top, or get away from me? Oh shit. Not good. Ow, it must have come from up the stairs. Does it hear us? I don't know if it knows we're here. There's something about it not seeing. I think it sees us. I have not done anything with the power. Right. Don't ever run from that thing. Noted. There's a... Right there, there's one of those nodes in here. They're over by the body. Or maybe there wasn't even one of those over by the body. Also turned around, but I think the body's over this way. Maybe? Nope, we're at the back of the room. Was there a node back here? Maybe. Different body. But if I see one of those nodes that will clear our headache, yeah. Thing just start moving quickly. Obviously not the right place, though. Hold on. I don't know if that was enough. There might have been more buttons to push. I think we gotta make another pass and check the screen. Flip switch to confirm reset. Oh, shit. They did flip the switch. Mainframe online. Wow, and it had a timer. That's interesting. Don't come around this way. Go that way. Spam the chat. What camera are you using? It didn't really have a brand name. I was able to find it was if it was listed as a webcam or a security cam, but it'd have a USB interface, which most of them don't. It's like listed as a 1 megapixel infrared USB webcam. I've had it for a while now, but it was not common. It's just not a common product. It's like a lot of the cheap Wi-Fi webcams you see. But Amazon, it was definitely not expensive. It was probably $50, give or take. Could probably still track one down. It wasn't a notable seller name or brand name or anything I can recall as such. Why did I come back in here? There was no terminal in here. We're out of the woods. Frames on. That was that. Which is the other door we want? 2 doors. Okay. Shit, that's the one we just came out of. It's not the one we want. One on the far side? I guess. Red was nothing. The one over there was where we flipped the switch, so it's got to be back this way. No, this is the dead end. Well, I don't know. Where were we going? Back upstairs? Maybe back upstairs. Came down here to get the power back on. Can it sense you? That's a good question. Oh, right, okay.
Good job, Simon.
This better
Thanks.
work. I'm not going down there.
Whew. Oh, we're also, we're still all messed up, aren't we? If we come across a node we can heal with, we should use it? Let's see. Creepy robot.
We should try running a simulation from the chip you found. Someone must know the cipher.
Oh. Wait. Run a sim when the chip. So we got to get back to where the chair was and where those other. There's nothing in here, right? It's just the staff listing. What was that? Yeah, the visual distortion's a little much, so I'll try to get us healed up. Passed so many. Didn't remember the last one we used. How about it? Yeah? Yeah. Give us a hand.
What the hell are you doing?
Anyways,
I
we
know
got
it
some
looks
comment
bad,
on
but
it.
it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's... I mean, that's the wow you're hooking up to.
Hey, at least we got
I
some.
need it, okay? I wouldn't have
Wow.
made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Okay, now we've got a little bit of. All right, finally the game gave us something to chew on there. It may not be a good idea to do that because we're hooking up to the WoW. We're healing
So,
ourselves by
you're not
hooking up
worried
to
that
an
there are other
unstable
Simons or Catherines running around out there?
AI.
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
So, good. We want to avoid doing that then. But more importantly, it's given us a reason to want to avoid doing that. That was missing. Thank you, game. Kind of needed that. So, I don't. Where is everything? Where?
I wonder what the real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
What do you mean? You do know about yourself.
Yeah,
No,
but
I mean the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
Simon. The human
that part
Simon.
wasn't a mystery.
Going by your reactions,
I meant-
I'd say you'd be pretty upset.
For sign, you can describe monster mechanics after encounters are done. If there's any doubts about how they work. Oh, is it like they don't repeat enough? Just take your word for it. Monster mechanics. I think like after the encounters with the particular, the one up there. If we go quietly, it can't hear us. We were told something about it. If that was the proxy, they have no face. They look vaguely human from a distance, but they have no face. And yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I'm curious, as long as it's not spoiling stuff going forward. But I think you're already thinking about that, Pro Cyan. And the robo butts were connected to the WoW tentacles. No, I did. It's kind of obvious, but what I wanted was the game to talk about it. There's just... Do you understand the need to feed on a little bit of in-game lore to justify what we're doing? It's one of the things that detaches me most, that breaks my immersion, or fucks with my suspension of disbelief, is the lack of motivation for a character I'm playing. And it can be a small thing. It can be just a little, you're doing it because reasons. But give me, tell me something. Give me something to feed on. And thus far, he was sticking his hand in these things, and then I got all weird about it and stopped doing it. I stopped doing it yesterday. I mean, when was the last one? So we talked about it. I got paranoid about it, and then I stayed away from him, wondering whether it would have some function in the game, maybe even in the ending. Don't answer that, but I suspect it kind of does, somewhere in the middle or by the end. We're looking for I think we're looking for the terminal where all those, behind the chair, where all the, it's not down this hall. Not down this hall. So yeah, I realized those robobots were connected to the system of bad. That doesn't clarify what's going on or why we should or shouldn't interact. But to hear the concern in her voice. Oh, what are you doing? You're connecting to that thing. Don't you realize that that's a bad idea? Then listen to the dialogue he had. I need it, but I need it. It makes me feel better. You can feel the push and pull there between, well, there's still lots of mystery, but you can feel it at work. And right there, there's a reason, sort of nebulous reason as yet. A reason to stay away from those things if possible. Seems to me. So, what are we doing here? What did you want us to do, Kath? We've got this board. Supposed to plug it into something? Are we gonna wake these different personalities? Like, I thought maybe we could wake this thing up with the different personalities back there. Oh, hey. Mainframe's on. Gotta check all the computers again. Scans. Read, Conrad, test environments. Float tank, scan room, beach, Versailles. Beach, a Agreeable exterior test. Applied to ARC. Transfer file. Network transfer. Copy to none. Transfer denied. Restricted file. Maybe we put our chip in. We can. No external device detected. Well, guess we'll get there. What's up here? Restricted file. Have to do with the beach or the person? Okay, well, let's see. What else can we do? Kath? Need to know more about these systems. Hey, Edge. Come in. You. I figured this all out. Okay. Well, I didn't see anywhere to plug our card in. Just go. Catherine did both of these months apart. And I tried them all, right? Yeah, I know, I'm going in circles a little bit. So, external device. So why or where can we plug in our external device? And is this gonna have anything to? I think it would be cool if we could boot up these personalities in the bot. Reboot the workstation. Another. Let's see what happens if we go to erase some data. Just erased somebody. Should feel really bad, but I'm confused, so don't feel really bad. More confused. Surveillance camera? We've pulled chips out of side panels of bots, but it doesn't seem to be a thing here. Kath hasn't said anything in a while. We've already listened to this data buffer. Seems relevant that now that we've turned on the mainframe, we have access to this. And so what's it trying to say about not having an external device? We have this chip we got. We can't copy without an external device. Gotcha. Don't get anything else to pick up. May not be something we have. It may be something we need. Was there an inventory button? Yeah, what about that? How do we use that? We use that. Does that matter at all that I'm hitting a button to make that appear? I don't know. It's like, it's the same. I don't think it applies here. This goes into our Omni tool, which is elsewhere. She didn't want to mess with it until we had run a simulation. And here we are, we have test environments and different scans. She said, someone may know. Well, not minding the one I erased in the back, Nanami. If there are, maybe that's not as relevant. Agreeable interior test. Data reconstructed by WoW. Do not use. That's Versailles. The beach was applied to the Ark. The scan room with pilot seat. Better continuation. There it is again. Not necessary for Ark. All these files are restricted. Waterfield still tank. Sensory limiter. Nowhere to copy to yet. All these files are restricted, and we're not. The selections on the scans don't seem to correspond to the test environments. It deselects the scans when we go to the test environments. frustrating as it is for, I feel like I'm someone who should be able to figure that out, but maybe we don't have all the pieces. The frustrated part of me wants to go, fine, well, fuck you, erase Berg, erase Munchie, and erase Jarrett. But that's just frustration. If I felt like I knew we needed to do some other task that could be in some other room, I'd be more comfortable wandering off exploring again. Ah, maybe we need to find to do the...
Go ahead, plug in that chip you found.
Fuck, the room next door. Thanks, Kath. You know, you could have said something from the... Plug it into which system? Two. Chip. Loading scan data.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Alright. What are we looking at? Sarah Lindwall. Say anything about their... The other computer had stuff about their jobs. Delivering the Ark. Killed himself because of continuity. He was the original Mr. Continuity. Strohmeyer's really mad. It's Titan security. Might have to go back to the other computer to see who's likely help with that. Did she say a cipher? My brain's split. My tension's poor. Delta, refugee, construct wrangler, working for Strohmeyer. Another fucking continuity suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of my lab again. Look so much alike. In a different life, I'm sure we'd be best friends. Helped me cut the wave leak from the helmet. If anything, it should make the post-scan hangover less severe. Wave leak. Sounds, I don't know, less like a code problem, but maybe we'll check. Grasky was cheerful and funny as always. Foster said she'd help construct the Ark, but not carry it. Physical construction? No. What about Wolchek?
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Okay, now we could go trial and error, or I could go see who was in Theta Security Group. Where was that in? Is that nearby even? Where was that info? Is it on this computer? We're good if it's here. No. Yes, no. Death, scan log. There was a computer, and I don't know if it's right over here. 'Cause that one wasn't on before. Had a whole list. It wasn't this one either, because we had a whole list of personnel and jobs and... Well, we could trial and error it. Where we got the chip. Blank chip. Down at the mainframe, power. I remember. Or what matches up. Grasky.
That one won't work either. Look for security people like Kronstadt or Strohmeyer.
Names. Thank you. Kronstadt or Strohmeyer. Well, we don't have either of them. Our full list here. There is a computer that describes the answer. Who was alive, who was deceased, what jobs. You know what? Trial and error here. I'm gonna burn out the chip. This should only take so long.
No, I don't think so. Strohmeyer recruited people from the evacuated sites. They should also know the cipher, if you can find one of them.
Evacuated sites. Robin was from one of the evacuated sites. She did kill herself. We spoke to her in her machine body with the googly eyes.
Okay, try actually reading the info and then pick one.
Was the info on this computer? Like on an earlier screen on this computer? There isn't a back here, is there? Info. Delta refugee, construct wrangler, working for Strohmeyer, so that's Strohmeyer's group. I mean, doesn't everybody work for Strohmeyer? Yes, I'm going up the list one by one. Deal with it, Kath.
Very promising. I'll just load him up and get the simulator going.
Did name drop
There we
Strohmeyer.
are.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Hey, Drigto. I didn't see a prompt to sit on the chair. Check it out, though. Didn't notice you coming in there. Sitting in the dark here. The laptop's very bright. I'm actually not staring at it too much. When I glance down, it's kind of glaring. And I missed what she said. Environment, none. Module, none. Okay, so we got to set up the computer. The other station, or...
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
I put him on the
Take it
beach.
easy, Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
There's no need to worry.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Don't get upset. Wait! Simon, you just reset the simulation.
I know. Can't I, go, like, change some variables? The others? Can't I? Aren't these things related? Hey, Daisy. Welcome. Simon, you just reset the simulation. See, it doesn't seem to let me fit in the chair. Not at the moment. I mean, we sat in one at the beginning of the game. Low tank, scan room, beach. No. Okay. Simon! Simon says. So yeah, we had no environment.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up.
Alright, I'll let him
bastard.
freak out this time.
What? What happened?
Something bad.
Where did everyone go?
Nowhere.
Don't be afraid.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
It's okay. It's all a part of the scam.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Okay, calm down, Mr. Wan.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you.
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal. And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
Why
I
is...
really thought that was gonna work. Maybe we can try again.
Just try again? You don't want me to...
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened?
Kath, what are you gonna
Where
say
did
this
everyone
time?
go?
Take it easy, Mr. Wan.
Chun? What happened?
I'm not gonna say the exact same
I can't
things,
see
are you?
anything. There's nothing here.
There's
turn
no
this-
need to worry.
I'll turn this ship around.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Don't get upset, Mr. Wan.
Let it go all the
No.
way.
Well, why are you
Case.
doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you.
So,
This setup won't work. We need something else.
I know. Now can I go and mess with the computer in the other room and it'll do something? What do you think? Beach? Nope, still nothing. What do you want, Kath? This won't work, she says. This won't work. But we can no longer change the person. Can I grab the chip? Can we now insert the chip over here? Maybe? No, it's not the same reader. Still no dialogue about any of this stuff. Kath, you got any ideas? Come back, Daisy. Kath is the AI in our Omni tool. I think it goes pretty well. Hey, what's there? Simulation assets. We just reinsert the same thing? Okay. We have assets. We haven't done anything with that chip yet. Where are we gonna put those assets? Hold them out of the box. Yeah, see, we still got them. Don't think we're putting them in any of these systems. Where we found the blank chip. Still mess with these, but we're using them. Oh, hum-da-dum-da-dum. We do with our new chip. Hey, thank you for pulling that thing out over here. Wait. Okay, close. Where do you want me to... Where do you want me to stick it? Yes, I see you're holding the dent. That thing! That thing. Okay, noted. That thing. I've seen those on lots of desks. A very weird looking interface. The chip already has the beach and a ski lodge. So what's the problem? Do we really need more? What's wrong with those? Agreeable interior test discarded. Yeah, the beach was used. Not supposed to use Versailles, but it's tempting. Nope, it's corrupt. Beach is already there. Scan room. Okay. Blue tank. Corrupted. Beach was already there. Let's just see what it does. Already contains this file. Okay. Yep. There's the reader. So we could have probably stuck it right in instead of adding an additional one. What did we add to it? We added the scan room to it. It's the only one we could add to it. Slot 1. I see it now, the cord running out to that thing. It just, I don't know what it looked like. It looked like nothing. Oh, like some weird Bunsen burner on its side or something. It's a socket for the chip. Before we pick one, I'm thinking we may need to end up with the scan room. There were notes about the scan room aiding with, basically with continuity, especially for freaking out, because the person who got scanned, at the moment they got scanned, they were scanned here. So if we wake that person up, they won't even know. That will probably work. But I'm really tempted to try the others first. I think scan room is the right one. Let's see the ski lodge.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? What is this? Where am I?
Everything is okay, Mr. Wan. Just relax.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I need your help. I have to get the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
Please, we really need that cipher.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in!
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
I don't think the beach is gonna go much better. The scan room will work though. So my money's on the scan.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? How did I get here?
Don't be afraid, Mr. Wan.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Everything's fine. Theta needs your help. We need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here. It's empty. It's still empty. There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here!
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect.
Yes,
As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right. We need to think this through. We need some more data.
No, we're good. Good.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. What? Where did it... Alice?
The scan is done. Are you feeling all right, Mr. Wan?
Chun? Where's Alice?
She had to leave. Listen, I really need to know the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that? This is a trick.
Please calm down.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. But you won't break me, WoW. You hear me? You won't break me!
Well,
How many times are we gonna have
closer,
to do
but
this?
Come on, Simon.
What's with
Don't
the
give up
module?
now.
nope. So what's with the module? Corrupted data. We couldn't grab any of the other things, sensory depth tank or Versailles. I gotta say, it's tempting to try again. Seems pleased with the person we grabbed. I don't think we need to get a different person. I don't even know if it's an option to swap the person we're working with. No, I doubt they would have. Needed to do too many variations on that voice work there. Probably just one set. So maybe she'll kick in this time and help us copy the tank. It's restricted. Kath can't help with that. Huh. So yeah, I was pretty sure that would work. Made sense. They went further. Look, it's my stapler. That module. But we're gonna find anything else in here. Got our one from there.
Damaged.
any more feedback? I can't even remember where we copied his personality from. He's in too many places at once. If we were gonna, I don't think we want to try another person, but I don't even remember where that was now. I don't want to ask for a hint yet. But I don't have much. Wheels are spinning. There's no interaction with the scan data. There's only interaction with the test environments, and we've tried to copy them all. The only one we could add was the scan room. It already had the beach. It also had the ski lodge. Can't remove them from the car. There's no interaction with the environments that are already on the ship. And that other module where we had nothing to select. That is too bad. Go Versailles for us. As the float tank, which I just keep trying this over and over again. That's insane. I really don't remember where we... Search, cartography, maintenance. Down. Like we don't need to backtrack. Shouldn't need to backtrack. Green. Melting. Backtracking a little so I can at least get my bearings. Where were we? What else was down here?
I wish I knew Brandon better. What would make him talk?
Hey, she's saying something. What would make him talk? I wish we knew Brandon better. If we get back to the long hall, do we have access to his room? Was there something in there?
Here we go. Brandon Wan's room. I'll just override the lock for you.
New room. Alright, we're getting somewhere.
If we get to know him, maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Maybe. Nice details on the photo paper. Fairchild Award. Achievements of the Engineering Youth. Back of that one. Security clearance, profession wrangler.
Cute.
Your mom and dad said we need the cipher. August, October, January. August 14th, Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta. Goya, Creer, and I moved into Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a while longer. That crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but goddamn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. workers evacuated Delta but stayed behind. That didn't work out so well. Did my ARC scan.
Brandon mentions a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Did my ARC scan together with Alice. Strohmeyer told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such an asshole. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple of hours later. Biggest pain was that Chun girl. So he is so fucking uncomfortable at all times, it makes my skin crawl. October. Strohmeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently, Conrad wanted in on the continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Just heard that the Komorebi survey team is going to Delta. Pick up Akers. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. Played 1,600 games of chess, and when he won his 1,000th game, he cracked. Brandon, I'm really a mess about the scan. Everyone is being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how you said you would hold my hand during the scan? The offer still stands. I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple of days to recover. Kisses, Alice.
Alice and Brandon were definitely an item.
Good. Then we should find a way to incorporate her into the scan.
Brandon, you ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Evil Max. Thank you for the host. Okay, do we have all our chips?
I compiled an Alice module that we can use.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Well, that won't be weird at all. In-room module Alice. Here we go.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Strohmeyer. He said he needed a new cipher ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's alright. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Chun just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. DeLong. Brandy. Goodbye.
No, wait.
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
Rest in peace, Brandon.
No. That. Not open before. Lovely. All right, so now that we got the code, what we're gonna do? Going
Simon,
back to
you
the
got it.
Omni
We
tool.
can get to the Dunbat now. Get back here.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that simple. There. Back here. She's back this way. She.
Catherine, couldn't we just have extracted the cipher from Brandon's data somehow? So cruel bringing him back like we did.
No, that's impossible. Memories don't work like that.
Let's just hope it was worth it.
There you are. Just warming up the Dunbat for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Let's go ahead and... Huh. That's weird. Huh. Never mind.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do you
sure
need me to
whatever
do?
that
Head
is
inside
doesn't
the
matter.
dock. The Omnitool can open the door now. And get into the Dunbat. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
Right. Going into the abyss sounds nice. The length of the game, don't really know. I mean, I know it can be like 12 to 4 hours depending on how you play it, but I expect we'll get at least one more stream. I mean, we're just doing these 4-hour streams so far. We've probably got plenty left, although I don't know. Go about another half hour today, try and find a good stopping point, and I guess we'll pick back up here on Monday. That tells me we will move this. Yes, no, yes. Yeah, we can. Huh. Right.
I am assuming direct control.
Ooh. Hey, yo, man. Ah, Max, sorry. Backing up to your question, which I kind of missed. Your eyes not hurt to play in such darkness. It's dark in here, but I still have the light from the TV and from a laptop that's right in front of me, so it's not pitch black. Yeah, there's some additional eye strain, definitely. Played at night? You played Alien Isolation at night and your eyes hurt? Yeah, I played that one in the dark too. I didn't have this webcam, but I was in the dark, right? I don't think I played the whole game in the dark because we played it in one shot on Nightmare. It was on Halloween. Was that 2015? Was that Halloween 2015? 2016. I think it was 2015. 31 hours, and I made it through like 20 or 24 in the dark, and then I finally had to turn the lights on, not because it was too damn scary, but because I think I was tired and there was eye strain, and I needed the light. Yeah, well, I don't normally play games in the dark. It's a special occasion. Yeah, I don't normally play with this webcam. Just a special occasion. We hadn't done any yet this year. Alright. Little door we can't open. Wheel it over here. Really do nothing with this yet? None of these knobs turn right now, and the button presses but does nothing. Cables that need to be hooked up. Blinking light, but nothing to interact with. Another button? No. Don't need to go back down there. That's where the switch was. Get all our stuff in there. It's sealed now. Just to remind us we don't need to go back there. That's good. Anything up here I left? No, we got our tool. There was the computer that had all the data about who had what jobs. That I couldn't remember the location of before. There. Well, I'm missing something. It's gotta just... Kath was gonna help us open this. She would say something, right? Would say something, right, Kath? Okay. We can't push that past this cage, so there's really not a lot. You can move it out of the room? Is there some reason to move it out of the room? Something over here if we moved it. Daisy, are you tired? I'm sorry for putting you to sleep too. Hope you get some rest. That little one, or we're out partying all night, right? Like I'm missing something we can interact with. I was teasing. Had to work today. You've been up since 5. Yikes. A long one. Don't normally work weekends. Well, maybe get some overtime or something. If possible. I haven't positioned this well enough for something to trigger. Feeling about that. Not gonna matter if we can move this out, because we're not supposed to do anything with it out there. Sure. Pretty obvious what this hooks up to, but there's no overtime or salary. Well, I hope they treat you well. Well, this isn't getting us anywhere. Break the controls. All right. I'm gonna have a small tip. None of these things turn. Floor. Got a cable on the floor. There's warnings on the cage about the floor moving. Go see here. Floor. I'll think about the floor for a minute. Warning, watch out. It said for moving doors. I came away with floors in my head. Not the floor. There's a track. This thing's on maybe some sort of a track. No. We're bringing the steps to check out the other end of the cable. The cable. We can't move it past these cages, the low clearance. Like a hint, outsider. That's what Shadow Dragon was saying. Floor. Something about the floor. It's slippery when wet. Yeah, doing something with the cable kind of makes sense. I just can't interact with it. Oh, I can! What the fuck? Come on, I checked that cable out. Yeah, you feel the cable is key. So did I when I checked it out when we got here. I just couldn't find any way to interact with it. Remember talking about the blinking light? We got a blinking light, but nothing to interact with. Oh, shit. It was a hitbox problem. Okay. Again, we're in the water. Hey. Oh, we still have a flashlight. Completely forgot. We do have a flashlight. Dunbat was infected. Oh, look what's ready for us now. It hurt itself in its confusion. There was confusion, but I think the hurt may have been intentional. Achievement unlocked. Plan B. Merle, is that you? Merle. Dragon says, oh, it's this section. Well, whatever this section is, we may not, if it's more than a few minutes, we may not get out of it today. Remember, we started today in a section being stalked. Midway, underwater, being stalked. We had to... Suppose that could happen again. We're in a lab. We're in a new area. Is that the Ark itself? But that's the Ark. Short circuit! Plug him in. Aimatsu power suit. Proper usage. Put on the neoprene undersuit and body harness. Check the HPS for any visual damage. Starting with the legs, fix the parts onto your harness and work yourself upwards. Lock all the pieces together as you go. Let a partner help you with the back piece and the torso. Tap the secure button on your arm piece. You should hear the suit seal itself. The suit will then start to equalize pressure and tap into the oxygen tank. If the suit doesn't seal itself, flex the shock absorbers and try again. If it still won't work, do not try to fix it yourself. Contact maintenance. Note, the HPSs are very heavy, and the suit will compensate. You will effectively be stronger than you think you
Message
are.
for you, Commander. Just
Be
came
careful.
in over a secure channel.
Booga booga booga! Hey, Sanabanya, thank you. Cheers to you out there. Lurking, I guess. Hey. You. As a reminder, just about subs, GameWisp, the company, is shutting down. So, if anyone who remains subbed on GameWisp hasn't heard about that yet, just a heads up. Nothing's happening to Twitch subs, but the GameWisp system is going away at the end of the year. So I'll kind of expect people to hit the cancel button, but I know if you don't, it'll just stop. I think everybody will be They won't keep taking your money after they shut down. So that. They better not. That would be weird. Dragon, GameWisp shutting down, asking if I'm doing anything with Patreon. No idea. No plans right now. No plans for now. I'll just have Twitch going for now. Yeah, my world's upside down. in a way, Game Wisp shutting down simplifies one piece of it. So I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much. But thought I'd let you all know in case anybody missed it. Assume they're sending out emails. Okay, the HPSs, don't fix it yourself. HPSs are very heavy. Suit will compensate. You will be stronger than you think you are. Be careful. Don't hold your breath. Don't stay out too long. Don't dive too deep. Don't dive with malfunctioning equipment. Power packs. Tools. Oxygen. Permission. Prep arc with signal transmitter. Codes. You're making pierogies. Haha, nice. I don't think I've ever eaten pierogies. Actually, the first time I saw pierogies might have been, kid you not, isn't there a scene in the original Men in Black with pierogies in a restaurant? That was my first time I ever heard the word. My decision. Catherine Chun, I've decided to finalize the arc with the scans we have. I'm sorry for all of you who wanted to go, but didn't get a chance to scan yourself before the project was put on hold. It's been 2 months since I've added a scan. I don't see how I'll ever be able to win back the support you all showed when we started the project. I'm sorry. I never meant for anyone to take their lives. Never my intention to fool anyone. Just wanted to save something. What's left? Apply the interface module, seal the ARC capsule, ask permission from 4Q, Grief, Iveshkin, Lindwall, Peterson, and Hill. Nice. Well, thank you. Sorry, I just mentioned Philly, so I was just thinking about news of the day for a second. Let me try to put that out of mind. Oy, what a world. Take a shuttle to Omicron. Pick up power suits. Ride the climber into the abyss. Regroup at Tau. Head to launch site. Load the bullet. Launch the Ark. It's the railgun is all down in the abyss, so...
Huh? Wait, this isn't... Oh no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
Think?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
Good plan.
That does sound useful.
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
They didn't know how to get us on?
This is the prototype
How
here?
difficult could it be?
Hey, look, another wire. Beep up. Boop. Arc build. 34124. Compiled. Oh. Approximately 43.75% of the memory is corrupted. 896 terabytes. Simulation reconfiguration necessary. Please reduce memory footprint. to eliminate things, huh? Eliminate unnecessary things, perhaps. But I'm not sure this makes sense. Unless... I don't want to bitch about this, but... I mean, are we transferring fresh data from a healthy storage onto this Ark that has some corrupted storage? It literally doesn't have enough room and we need to load stuff on? Because it sounds like reduced memory footprint. We're just changing what gets loaded. I don't want to bitch out loud about this. There's a way it can make sense and there's a way it doesn't make sense, and anyways, fine. Physics. Rigid, soft, fluid, buoy, atmosphere, interface scan, heat, dynamic light, basic vegetation. Gotta reduce it, not add to it. Things that are already unselected. Park bench, a cabin, full moon. Scenes are locked, systems, objects. SOMA. Human. Environment. Dirt road, boat, river, chair, lake, foliage, noon, sun, clouds. Interesting. For what we're going to get to see of our choices, if any. If any. A boat on a river. Picture yourself. Well, why don't we fuck with the physics? Who needs physics, am I right? Probably should pull some objects, not systems. But who knows what... someone who's played this knows, but I don't know what they're doing with this. Only guess. Take out the heat, we're gonna freeze. Does it matter? It's a simulation, we're not climbing into this one. Still not enough. Let's pull the foliage. Still not enough. Pull the clouds. Now, are we missing some critical systems that we can't proceed? Seem to want us to, I don't know, let's see what happens. We need to put back. A little feedback would be nice. We're within the footprint, but it's not giving us any feedback on what we do and don't need. Got any thoughts?
Start an Ark simulation. I want to see how it works.
Alright, well, what if we put back the physics, and the atmosphere, and the interface scan? Maybe some of that was critical. Let's see what happens if we... Lake, chair, dirt road. Can't get to next. What would we need to put back? Physics? Or physics? In base required. Come on. Little thoughts on what we're...
What's this thing?
That's just a compound examiner. Coster uses it to investigate structural integrity in payload frameworks.
Of course.
Could you get inside it? If I knew what you were made of, it would be a hell of a lot easier to figure out how to get you on the Ark.
Give it a try. Bit of a tight fit.
Can you reach the on switch?
Should I be worried about radiation?
I think we're beyond that.
Yeah.
Interesting. You seem to be one with the diving suit you're wearing. Everything's meshed together.
How's that gonna work with the suit we're picking up at Omicron?
I think they're bigger.
Got one of
You
those
should be able to wear them both.
things in my. We saw that.
Imogen. Who's that?
It looks like the basis for your body is one of my old colleagues. A standard Cortex chip for robots, including the data reader and the OcuTorch, has just been forced through the skull.
What?
Structure gel has fused the whole construction together. Amazing stuff.
No. Hold on. Back up. I'm one of your old colleagues?
Well, your body is. Imogen Reed.
That's disgusting.
Hey, don't say that. She was nice to me. Anyway, the Cortex chip is good news. That means we can transfer your mind to the Ark with a pilot seat.
Kath, I'm half a dead person.
Yes, it makes sense. Think about it. All those simplistic minds we've run into, just reviving a dead person doesn't seem to work that well. A robot body seems to make people a bit unreliable. You are the best of both worlds. A sound mind and a sound body.
At least we know how to get
Did
on the
you
Ark.
say
Sort of.
sound?
I understand the concept, but I don't know the specifics. I really wish we could figure out how the scan data is formulated and processed.
Yeah. Well. That's where we crawled in. I think this is a good wrap point. We've got some things to figure out, maybe to do in the room here even still. Shit hasn't hit the fan again. We're not being chased at this precise moment. I think we're at a perfect stopping point. For today. Ow. Whoa. Careful when you stretch. I will see you all on the flip side. Thank you for the company today. Thank you for all the support. Post love. Thank you for the subs. You too, Drigtall, Dragon, Outsider, Sonabanya, Daisy, Shatters Lurkers, Lovers All. Who's still out there? Hey Yankee, Bob, Lamia. Woo, if you're still out there. Cheers, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend. No plans for a stream tomorrow, but I am planning to be back on Monday. I know things didn't go so well this past week. We didn't have, I had a whole, anyways, trying to move forward. Should be continuation of this on Monday. That's the plan. I hope to see you all then. Cheers. Have a great rest of your weekend.